Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Strike and Ellicott Files, an unofficial podcast dedicated to all things Strike and Robin, as written by Robert Galbraith, aka the endlessly talented J.K. Rowling. My name is Kenz.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Bulls.
In this week's episode, we're actually not covering any chapters, but we will be covering the new bracelet Twitter header, the Book 9 emojis, and the latest Running Grave filming news. Please be aware, as always, that our discussion of the Hallmarked Man will often reference the ending of this book, as well as the previous books in the series.
It's funny because I've had people say to me, when are you going to talk about this? I know it's been over a month, but just the way our recording schedule fell, I know. We have so much Book 9 news and theories to go over.
So
yeah, we had to move a chapter down to the next episode because we have to deep dive on these clues, do them justice. And I just want to say, before we get into this, we are just so incredibly lucky to have an author who gives us clues like this and who interacts with us. You don't see this happening in other places, at least that I know of. So every once in a while, I just think, wow, it's such a unique experience that we get to have.
It's a gift.
Yeah, yeah. We should not take it for granted. So big thank you to J.K. Rowling for being so awesome.
Yeah, I second that.
So what news do we have going on, guys?
So one of the first of the onslaught of news was somebody asking, how's Book 9 coming along? And she says, very well. I'm loving writing it.
Loving writing it. That's a good sign because she's finally getting to write that juicy climactic stuff in the romance, right?
Hold on. I have to. Right? You have been saying that exact line for the last 4 books.
Okay. Well, if I keep saying it, it's going to eventually be true.
I just had to point it out.
It's
that
called
the buried
consistency,
alive, you know?
And I am consistent. Or is it a bad sign because she enjoys torturing us and has a lot of fun writing stuff that she knows is going to torture us? Who knows?
Could be a healthy mixture of both.
I believe the first one. She's getting the good stuff.
I tend to agree just because it's book 9 of 10. But I have to imagine that she enjoys writing the same things that we enjoy reading more than she does the hard bits.
Yeah, I think she loves writing it all, really.
We'll have to ask her one day.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy torturing us more or...
So what was the deal about that whole, not putting your characters through too much hell? What exactly is your threshold of what you call too much hell? Because I feel like Hallmarked Man was at or past that threshold, ma'am.
Anyway, what else?
Okay, the next thing was someone said, you should be working on the next Strike book. Get to it. And she said, been at it all day.
I always feel slightly bad about these comments. I know it's in good fun. But
yeah, it must not be that bad to read these because knowing people are this obsessed with something you created, that feeling can't get old, surely. Like it can't. I know it's going to be like, oh, I'm fucking doing it. Shut up. But at the same time, people are obsessed.
We are, in fact, obsessed. Yeah.
Okay, so this one was really intriguing. Could you please tell us what Robin's currently doing?
And the answer wasn't Strike, and so we were all disappointed.
Very
exactly. We're all very upset. Right now.
At least it wasn't Murphy.
Oh, amen.
Thank God.
Amen.
Whew. She said, right now, she's in a precarious position that Strike didn't want her to be in. And again, it's a very intriguing, though I will admit that this did make me laugh a bit because honestly, when isn't Robin in a precarious position?
I just realized this literally could be her doing Murphy in some kind of acrobatic fashion because Strike wouldn't want her in that position at all. And it's precarious. I don't know.
No.
Not it.
It's not it.
That's it.
Honestly, when isn't Robin in a precarious position that Strike doesn't want her to be in? It really sounds like a day ending in Y.
I wish I would have thought to respond to that comment with what else is new.
Right.
100%.
Trying not to catastrophize, it could be that Robin is in a physically precarious position regarding the case.
Which we'd all rather.
Yeah, of everything.
Yes,
of all the possibilities.
Yes.
That's the one we want.
Yeah.
I bet that Joe is anywhere between like 40, 50, maybe even 60 in a push, chapters into the book now. So it doesn't seem entirely out of the question that Robin could be in some physical danger.
I think it's likely. I really want there to be another argument about her safety. So Strike could yell back at her, hello, I love you. Of course I worry about you. It's not because I don't think you can do your job, I want
please.
it. It'll be so much easier for him to say that now.
Now that he said it once, he can just say it whenever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
he
and he
That's out of the
should.
bag now.
Yeah.
And he should. Yes. No
Mhm.
point in not saying it.
Nope.
Right?
He's gotta.
Exactly.
Oh, I really hope we're going to get that era.
Love it.
Could Robin be undercover again? Like,
Yeah.
not necessarily long-term undercover, but like Bobby in Lethal White, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere she'd be in danger if she got found out.
Yep.
She's definitely not in a good enough mental shape to be going undercover at the end of Hallmarked Man. But if like there's a prologue time jump, then the rest of the book situation, and she's been getting therapy, I think she could handle it, right?
I think she could do a Bobby Cunliffe situation even now.
Yeah.
Robin would get really mad if Strike suggested that she might not be up for undercover.
Ooh, yeah.
Mhm.
That would be good too. And then he could tell her he loves her and he's worried about her, which would be another opportunity.
I would really love that.
We all would. We're just any situation where he could say he loves her again.
We're just like, go for it.
Please.
Please.
Do you want a cup of tea, Robin? By the way, I love you. In case
Yeah.
I've forgotten.
Yeah.
Aw.
I don't take any of it back.
He doesn't have to worry about Pat overhearing because she already knows.
She
He could
already
just
knows.
say it in the office whenever.
Of course, that I'm worried that this has something emotionally precarious and unstable that has to do with her relationship with Murphy. And like, man, what could it be?
I have a feeling it's going to be work related and that Joe likes teasing us.
Or because it sounds so much like it should be a work situation with that whole dangerous job that she's actually tricking us because it is a personal precarity.
What if it's about the bijou lie?
Oh,
Because that's something he wouldn't have wanted her to particularly get caught up in a bad way.
because he played along with it.
I don't know.
But-
I think
I feel like it's been
Yeah,
foreshadowed.
it's risky because wouldn't there be a part
Yeah.
of him that's like, because
yeah,
he wants
yeah,
him
that's
to,
what I'm saying. Like he would want that relationship to implode.
Yeah.
I really want to see that. Except,
Me too.
Except it would mean that if she's still with Murphy this far into the book,
Well,
which
you
she
know.
might be.
we should be bracing ourselves for that anyways. But
yeah, but she's editing chapter 38 right now. If she's like
True.
40, 50 chapters in, it's not that far in a huge book.
Yeah.
I hope
Like
it's
if it's going to
huge.
be 120
500
plus chapters.
Oh,
500.
or 120 plus, whatever, like a normal
Yeah.
amount.
I mean,
Sure.
40, 50 is the beginning
Well,
still.
I'll take like 250 chapters.
Oh my gosh.
Half my original offer. I think you should take it, Joe.
Your offer
Let's make a deal. Deal or no deal, Joe.
when she
You
has
gotta say
all the
yes.
power. Yeah.
Mhm.
Say yes. Don't think, just do.
Next is something that we've all been waiting for, and that is Strike 9 emojis.
Emoji.
Emoji
Yes.
time.
I love that we have this tradition now.
Yeah, I wonder if she'll add any more eventually, like she did with Hallmark Man. She kept adding some, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Hallmark Man, we got 2 sets.
Yeah.
If we got another set of emoji, I'd lose my shit. Let's try and guess, what emojis do we want the second set to be?
Hearts, married couple,
vegetables?
kissing, a couple of vegetables.
Eggplant.
Oh my god.
Eggplant, peach, water drops.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I was going for the wholesome.
oh,
No,
sure,
Pools was
sure.
like, nah. I have real priorities.
Emojis after dark.
So the previous emojis that we had for Troubled Blood, it was a little blood droplet.
Mhm.
For Ink Black Heart, it was a black heart and then a gravestone.
Mm-hmm.
For Running Grave, it was a wave and then a gravestone and then a Chinese lantern.
Yep.
And then for Hallmarked Man,
Okay. Yeah.
Well, because the ocean was the
Running
ocean
Grave.
wasn't the
Grave.
grave.
Yeah.
So I think
Running
that was
Grave.
quite literal to the title.
Oh, running grape. Wow.
yep.
Yeah.
Gonna cut that out. Why is there a grave emoji in the running grave?
Who could say it's out of left field completely?
She's just throwing anything out there.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
sorry.
For the Hallmarked Man, there were the silver chains, the DNA strand, the gray heart, the A blood type,
Yeah.
and then the skull, and then the swan, which again, I still don't understand what the hell.
I think the swan is representing Strike telling her that he loves her.
Yeah.
That's my theory. It was a swan with its wings open. It's Strike like, hey,
Diving headfirst.
letting
I
it all
love
out
you.
there.
Yeah.
So what did we get for Strike 9, Ken?
So for Strike 9, we got a butterfly,
yeah.
we got a diamond ring,
Oh, yeah.
and we got a coffin.
Awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
Should we break these down?
Yes. Okay, so the butterfly. So Psyche from that post about Eros and Psyche that Joe posted is often depicted with butterfly wings.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that she's depicted with butterfly wings because her name means soul, and it's a representation of immortality, is what I've found.
Oh.
And Psyche also means butterfly in Greek.
Does
shit.
Does it really?
Does it really?
Yeah, it has a dual meaning.
Fucking with us, Kens.
Oh, the Canadian accent just came out
Did
hardcore.
it?
I don't think I knew that. Yeah, this is a Psyche thing.
Mhm.
There's going to be a connection with the soul, transformation.
And butterflies are associated with growth, transformation, change, and even love in Chinese culture. So what I'm getting from this is that this book is going to be huge on growth for
Yes.
Robin, like how Running Grave was for Strike,
Oh,
which is super
yes.
hopeful.
What we expect and what we hope for.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just really making me want to sing the Mariah Carey song.
Which is a jam.
You know, spread your... Pools is looking like she doesn't know this song.
I might not.
It's a very good song. You should go look it up.
Butterfly? You don't know the whole Butterfly era?
I know Butterfly in the Sky.
That's Reading Rainbow. Oh my God. How is that the same? She just sang Reading Rainbow because it has the word butterfly. No, the Mariah Carey song, Spread Your Wings and Prepare to Fly, but you have become a butterfly. It was a whole era.
I know it. I might have missed the era.
It was very popular back in the day, like junior high.
And the music video is very funny. It has a lot of Mariah Carey crying dramatically and like
I don't remember
holding
that.
things. Yeah, I was looking it up last night because I was like, I'm not familiar with this song. This is like one R&B song that you know that I don't. I'll have to write it down.
Yeah.
I think Reading Rainbow is more of a jam.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
So butterflies are also widely associated with death in numerous cultures. So
well, this is a crime book, so
exactly. So could be connected to that. I do wonder if this is going to have a case connection as well.
I feel like it might be mostly about the case. I think these are all going to be about the case.
They usually are.
Butterflies symboling like transformation. So what about, this is what I'm thinking, like a missing person case.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually find the person, but the person has transformed themselves completely in some way. They fled, like flown away from abuse, and they found something new and they're totally different, like a butterfly.
I am really stuck on missing person.
Yeah.
I have a theory I'll get into in a bit, but yeah, okay. I'm with you.
I could do a missing person case again.
Yeah.
I'd love a missing person case.
It'd be some nice Troubled Blood parallels.
And Silkworm.
Or maybe they'll find a body in a butterfly exhibit.
Ooh, that would be so creepy.
Or maybe the tree house has creepy dolls and pinned up butterflies everywhere. We just don't know.
Oh, God.
Pinned up butterflies feels like it could be a good guess.
Yeah.
And then it could also symbolically connect to Robin and Psyche. Yeah, maybe someone involved in the case is what are they called?
Lepidopterist.
There you go. That's
which I did not need to look up because of the Veronica Speedwell books.
I stopped reading those as soon as they got together.
I did too, actually.
Which is why I kind of get J.K. Rowling's point on that.
But those books weren't like
I know,
ever
but
really
I'm just
great,
saying,
you know.
I'm just saying I do get the point.
But yeah, you know what? I think this is actually the strongest guess. A creepy butterfly exhibit, because the emojis are very case related and quite literal. Oh, here's an idea. What if the murder victim is pinned up like a butterfly?
Oh,
that would be so disgusting and horrifying. I would love it.
Same.
I can't wait to see what new and twisted ways we'll get to see someone murdered.
I'm going to talk about this a little more in a bit, but Beatrice Groves has a new blog post up on our site about the charm bracelets.
Nice.
And that we're also going to talk about soon. And there's going to be a follow-up post about the butterfly. One of the links she put in this current post has an article that Joe wrote for when they auctioned off a Harry Potter charm bracelet for Lumos. And I don't know what Bee's planning for the butterfly post, so I hope I'm not stealing her thunder here, but I got to reading that article. And in talking about this auction charm bracelet, Joe said, the most precious charm of the lot is a little jeweled butterfly, which is the logo of Lumos, a symbol of transformation and liberation, of the beauty that can emerge from dark confinement. You know so what would count as dark confinement is the other emoji that she gave us for this book.
Oh my God.
Which is a coffin.
Yes. I love I love that. It is like, it's basically like a wooden cocoon.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of cocoons, so here is my idea. I know that the Bombyx mori, the silkworm, it turns into a moth. Okay. Moths
Right.
are very different from well, they're a bit different from butterflies.
Yeah.
But Ken's, thanks to your insight about Psyche and the shitty AI search assistant that I looked up just now, Psyche translates to butterfly or moth. So I'm just saying that having the moth larva as the title and like the central clue in the second book, and now the butterfly, the first emoji for the penultimate book, the second to last book, are we circling back to something?
I like it.
What you said, Lindsay, that connection to Lumos really intrigues me because we know that Lumos is really dear to Joe's heart.
Yeah.
With the treehouse and the creepy dolls clues, what if there's some kind of institutionalized child at the center of this case?
Yeah.
Like her cause, wouldn't she want to take the chance to write about it before these books end? Like, so it could be with foster children who are in a group home or a kid who was adopted from overseas or something.
Okay.
What was the second emoji again, Ken? I can't quite remember.
Oh, yeah, I know. Let me just, what could it be?
No one's been spiraling over this one.
No, we have had the world's most normal reaction.
We're normal people. We've said it before. Say it again.
Very well adjusted, totally normal people.
Mentally stable.
Yeah, that is us.
The second emoji is the diamond ring.
I just don't see why, we'd all be freaking out about it. So weird.
Definitely haven't been crashing out over this at all.
No.
Oh
my God.
I know.
The scream heard around
the
world when we opened Twitter and saw that. And we're like, oh my God.
I
can just imagine, like,
Joe,
as soon as she hit post, she was like,
genuinely, yes.
Evil
Get this
witch
woman a
cackle.
layer because she is an evil villain with this.
Yeah. So obviously, we know this is going to be connected to things like engagement rings, love, commitment, all that good stuff. How this could connect to the case, because I don't want to get too carried away.
Yeah.
But maybe the murderer and the victim are engaged.
Yes,
or there's something.
Yes. I have it. Okay, like I said, I have a theory. I think this case is going to involve an engaged couple. I'm there.
And I'm just going to throw this out there just because you know that we love a good heist. Diamond heist, maybe.
I love a heist, but would it feel too similar to like the silver heist that wasn't actually a heist, right? Because she could make it different, but
it just might be too similar, too close.
I think that most people's immediate thought is this has something to do with Robin, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
I swear to God, if Strike proposes again in this book with an actual ring,
that'd be so funny.
R.I.P. me.
He's gonna have to do it properly.
Exactly. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much for some really good parallels to like some of Jane Austen's best moments, but it's very hard.
Look, this is totally within the realm of possibilities for me. Yeah. And I've always thought that we might see them get engaged at the end of the series, and then we'd get an epilogue with their wedding. That's kind of what I've always thought. But there has been one thing that kind of would nag me about that idea, and that was Robin's attitude toward wedding planning in Career of Evil. Because it's always been in the back of my mind that we might see a comparison to that where she's loving every second of planning a wedding to Strike, right? And in order to have that, an engagement would have to happen sooner than what I was originally predicting. So it is in the realm of possibility to me that it could happen in this book.
Maybe it means that Ryan Murphy doesn't propose at the beginning for whatever reason, whether it's that he wasn't planning on it, Robin heads him off or something.
Robin gets hit by a bus.
Yeah.
That too. But then throughout the book, Robin's having to kind of bounce back and forth between whose ring she's going to accept.
As if it's even a question.
I know. He could just not propose, or he could bring it up, and there could just be this thing where she knows that there's two men who want to marry her.
Strike could call in a bomb threat to empty the Ritz. There's thought.
Pat does it. Pat does it.
Pat, your mission, if you choose to accept it, ignore the trauma about the bomb in your life previously. Do this for the team.
Do this for us, Pat. Yeah.
Barkley would do it.
Can I just tell you guys my new relationship theory right now?
Go
Please.
Okay. Like I said, I think Robin's going to have two offers on the table during this book. One would mean she makes the same mistake twice. The other would mean she's lives happily ever after. We all know she's not going to pick Murphy. But I'm thinking that Strike is going to show Robin in different ways just how serious he is in this book. He's going to tell her that he's serious more than once, I'm hoping. But also, he's going to show her by doing things like buying a new place to live.
Yes.
That's a big deal. Getting a ring, even if she doesn't know that he gets a ring, it's going to be like Jim and Pam, where he buys it right away.
That's my favorite trope.
Just he's going to do things to show her he means non-business with her.
Big ways to show her he wants permanence.
Exactly. So I think that at the end, when Robin has gone through all the growth that she needs to go through, she'll show up at the office late one night. Okay. Strike's working. He's depressed because he thinks that it's over. His shot is over. Robin's just going to walk in and say yes. And Strike will be like, what do you, at first he's not going to understand. And then she'll say, if you mean it, yes, I'll marry you. Like, I love you too. Okay, whatever. Right.
Yep.
Then Strike can go to the inner office. He just he's like, hold on, opens up a drawer, pulls out a ring that he's had. And then, he tells her he has to do it properly. Right.
Yeah.
And then that would be the best proposal in the history of matrimony.
Completely. But however it goes down, it'll blow Matthew's proposal out of the water.
Of course, because it's him,
Oh,
Maybe it's not so much a theory as much as my current fantasy.
your night stories.
Yeah, but it does feel very Austen, I guess,
Yes.
from what you've told me,
Oh,
where they haven't even kissed yet. It would also make Robin's comment about that even funnier, because then she's telling Strike, he's insane, but now she's in on it too.
they can both be mad together.
But they know it's right. I kind of love the idea that they go from best friends and partners to being engaged. They're never
Same.
boyfriend and girlfriend
Never.
because they don't need
100%.
that step.
And 30 days later, they go to married in my heart.
Oh,
So fast. I would really love
that's
that.
my current relationship arc for book 9.
Love it.
Anyway, let's go to the last emoji.
All right. The last emoji is a coffin.
Oh,
It's most exciting, honestly.
Obviously, most are going to associate this with death, which feels like whenever people are sending in predictions for new books and it's like,
someone
there's
will
going to be
die.
a murder.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's a gimme.
There has been another murder.
So on a literal level, obviously, someone's going to die. It's a murder mystery novel.
Or-
that's a given.
Or,
Or
and
Or-
oh my gosh, I might have had some Pools juice, which now that I say that out loud, I shouldn't say that ever again.
That's just wine. That's just
Okay.
Sauvignon Blanc. Don't worry.
Someone is stuck in a coffin and there's a
Ooh.
race against time to save them.
Yes,
Ooh.
please. Yes, please.
I swear, if we end up being buried alive, I'm going to laugh
Oh my
for such a
God.
long time reading this book.
I'm telling you, it's honestly starting to make sense to me.
If we actually got buried alive, that vindication gif, you know what I'm talking about, Kenz? That would not be
Mhm.
enough to express my emotions. Okay.
Yeah.
My voice notes would be so unhinged. We'd need like a volume warning at the start of the reaction
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I'd be off the charts. Like
Yeah.
losing it. I'd be
100%.
Oh
It
my
would be-
God.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
chain of reactions to that would just be absolutely hysterical. Like, I almost want it to happen just for the pure comedic value that it would be to go back and listen to.
It would be really good.
So like, oh my God, she was right.
It could be this, because she wouldn't need to use an emoji just to point out someone's going to die. We know someone's going to die.
The coffin is
coffin.
specific.
It's specific. It's for a reason. And given that we saw Robin being tortured by being locked in a wooden box during the running grave, is it that crazy that Joe might circle back to that horror and then like extrapolate it into a fresh new horror to give us more trauma? No, it's not crazy.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm on board with it.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be buried underground, but locked in a coffin.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's more dramatic if it's underground, but
I
sure.
know, but
But you could just smash it open. You can't smash it open underground.
well, we'll see. Let's put a pin in it for now.
Like a butterfly. Oh my
Yeah.
God, if there are pins and butterflies, we are going to be winning this book.
Nailed it. Literally.
Pinned it.
Moving on from being buried alive, though, there are some that are speculating this may be a character that we know outside of the book's main character or main murder victim dying, such as like Pat or
Oh.
Rokeby or either of Robin's parents, Shanker or Murphy.
Yes, please.
All ideas that have been floating around the internet. But it's not going to be Strike or Robin, though,
Well, no.
because Joe just wished Strike a happy 50th birthday like a little over a year ago, and she wouldn't be doing that
True.
for a dead man.
True.
And there's no strike without Robin. Like, come on. And they both have the toughest, just best plot armor known to man.
Does anyone seriously think they're going to die? Because of course they're not going to.
You'd be surprised at the number of earnest posts.
I'd be annoyed is the truth.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about the idea about one of the characters you mentioned dying. You know, we've said it before, but this is not like Harry Potter where they're in a war. It would be completely believable if none of those people died by the time the series is over.
Totally believable.
I think this is case related, but not in the way that just means someone died. Like you said, there's more to it.
I totally agree. I'm wondering what else could be significant other than being buried alive. Maybe something of value or like something important was buried with someone in their grave.
Yes.
Maybe a body will have to be exhumed for some reason.
Yeah, that is good and logical, Pools. Congrats.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
Try.
I like that. It kind of reminds me of Ink Black Heart, right? Where they wanted to dig up the coffin and get the letter.
Then they dig someone up and then they were alive and they've got the whole, oh my God, they were alive, scratching vampires.
Well, then you'd get your buried alive, but in a different way.
Yeah. Really,
she's like, that's really not what horrifying. I want.
I've been afraid of that since I was a kid. So,
oh.
And then I get fixated on the trope of being saved from being buried alive. It's all tying together the pieces
it's
up
all
here.
Psychological. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that she's not chosen to go with the other symbols for death that she's used for that before, like the gravestone and the skull that she used with Ink Black Heart and Running Grave.
Are there any other emojis that could be used for death?
Grim Reaper. There's skull and crossbones.
Yeah. That would be like poison. As long as she doesn't use the poop emoji.
That'll be part of the next set of emojis. Since she did mention there was going to be some like bathroom scene or something.
She could use a poop emoji.
She could use it in the second set of emojis.
Joe, don't do that to me.
Joe, do it especially now.
Yep. All right. So the coffin is also associated with change and transition from one state to another and could be a metaphor for ending things. So obviously, you know where my mind went.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know exactly where my mind went.
It's dead.
Exactly.
This relationship is dead and buried.
Super dead.
All right. I'm so excited about the next part. I have been dying for weeks to talk about this with you guys and record this.
Okay. So new Strike 9 header. And this is like the best one yet.
This is the best thing she's ever done.
There's so much to talk about here.
Amazing.
The tweet that she sent out was, my new heading is an early Christmas present to Strike fans. The clues.
Thank you, Joe.
The clues are in the charms. There's no new bracelet in number 9.
First of all, again, thank you so much, Joe. I mean this so sincerely when I say that. It's such a thoughtful gift.
It is.
But she knows that we love this kind of thing. She knows that we love the bracelet in Hallmark Man and we love getting clues. Yep. She didn't just give us a header for Christmas. She gave us 13 new clues to obsess and dissect.
Genuinely, this is the best Christmas gift I've ever gotten.
It's so good.
I loved it.
The first thing I have to point out about the charm bracelet is that it's gold. Gold is where we want to be, alchemically speaking. And I'm also curious, what made her get a bracelet for this book? It's such an elaborate memento to get while writing. I don't know if we know of any other items that she got like this for another book. But she was given a charm bracelet when Deathly Hallows was published. Remember that? And speaking of that article we talked about earlier.
Going back to the article. We should link. Is the article linked in the show notes, Ken?
We can do it.
It'll be linked in the show notes. Her editor gave her a charm bracelet for Deathly Hallows, which I'm going to just quote this here.
Yeah.
It became my most treasured piece of jewelry. A bracelet covered in gold and silver charms from the books. There was a tiny golden snitch, a silver Ford Anglia, a pensieve, and a stag patronus. There was even a philosopher's stone in the form of an uncut garnet. Love that. So cool. And the charm bracelet that Strike gives Robin is exactly like that, but for Strike series. There's a charm representing each of the books. I mean, in universe, they're like significant memories.
Yeah.
So very significant that she got it for this book. And reading the essay she wrote, the rest of the essay, it was really enlightening to me because it revealed what she thinks about charm bracelets.
I know. I thought the
same
thing.
So let me just read another quote here. What other piece of jewelry is so imbued with memory and sentiment? Why do we call those little masterpieces charms, if not an allusion to their talismanic properties? They have meaning beyond the mercenary. They are personal amulets.
Yeah.
It just says so much about how she
says a
sees
lot.
them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes Corman's Christmas gift to Robin hit even harder because we see just how meaningful it actually is. Like, we know it was.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, especially the meaning beyond the mercenary bit, because what Robin has been telling herself all book is that Strike's motives are mercenary and dishonest, right? Wanting to keep her for the business only. It's the bracelet that's going to force her to accept that he's telling the truth about his feelings. Because there's so much memory and sentiment.
It's getting me in the feels so much. Yeah.
I
It was such a
know.
timely article to reread.
It was so timely. Thanks, Beatrice, for pointing us out to it. Oh, I had a thought.
What?
So the bracelet that Joe's editor got her was all silver and gold.
Mm-hmm.
What if Strike buys her a gold charm in book 9 to mark the turning point in their relationship? Like the gold, and it's a butterfly to symbolize that murder victim they found pinned up like a butterfly. Or like
kind of morbid, but
yeah, I don't know if it would look mismatched with the different metals, or like maybe he would just start buying her all
like
gold
silver
ones.
And gold together.
I do too. I think they look cute. That would be so sweet if you got a little gold butterfly charm.
I think it's genius. Yeah.
Because like you were talking about us seeing gold because of the alchemy, which you can't fight. So it makes sense to me.
We cannot fight the alchemy.
You can't fight the alchemy.
It can be tradition that he gets her charm for every big case. I mean,
that would be so fucking cute.
It would. It would fill up after a bit.
Well, get her another bracelet. She's got 2 arms. Like she's got several limbs.
I feel like that's going to eventually, it's like a display thing. You know, you can put it up.
Yeah.
Wear it on special occasions.
Anyways, going back to Jo talking about her bracelet, she said, "Unfortunately, my personal philosopher's stone did not last the night. It seemed a portent. The series was finished and it was time to move on. The Harry Potter books are full of dangerous, sparkling objects, and in this they're like the fairy tales of every culture in the world. Fabulous treasures that can destroy or heal are a staple of folk stories, as ubiquitous as the lost and abandoned children that wind their way through the genre." I know there's a 10th book, but this bracelet feels like some kind of culmination to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Like maybe the point she was always bringing Strike and Robin to, that thing that she'd mapped out all the way through to book 9, is finally happening. That big moment. Maybe I'm crazy, or maybe I'm crazy onto something.
Or hopeful. I mean, like I said before, we do say this every time, but
sure,
it does feel like a big special object to get.
Special.
You know?
But that bit in the quote about sparkling objects, fabulous treasures that can destroy or heal, it's giving 2 different diamond rings to me. Right? And then talking about fairy tales, lost and abandoned children, plus the fact that she had a custom charm bracelet made to auction off for Lumos. I just think there's a lot of significance in these pieces for her, a lot of strong associations and memories and emotions. And I think that some of those might be the reason she has a charm bracelet for this book.
Yeah.
Because the themes might resonate with some of the feelings she's had in her life with these 3 different bracelets.
One of her replies that was really great was to one of our listeners, Nina, who said, "No new bracelet, but the existing bracelet remains rather important in our hearts, and we assume in Robin's," with a heart emoji. Aww. And Jo responded with, "You're safe to make that assumption." And also put a heart emoji.
Kills me.
So cute.
I have to read you guys Nina's text, after getting this reply. Yeah. The first one is, "OMG, I am deceased." The next one, "I am writing you from beyond the grave." The coffin emoji is for my coffin. It's been a great life.
Nina, relatable. You're very relatable. You're all of us, really.
Also, Jo said that she's thinking about doing some sort of contest and giving this bracelet away.
That would be...
Oh my
Have
God.
I ever wanted anything more in my life?
Probably not.
The disappointment if I didn't win, and I probably wouldn't, it would be crushing.
We never...
I couldn't come back from that, guys. I couldn't do it.
Well, we're going to have to because it's going to happen. And we're not obviously going to win it.
I know.
Whoever wins that, please keep it safe and cherish it for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, let's get into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
the
excited.
charms.
The charms. So let's get into what we see on the bracelet. And I have to say, I'm curious if the charms are grouped together like thematically or something.
Yes. On the same link, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. I've also seen people wondering whether it's chronological. Don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know if it's chronological, but I am so with you about the charms that are on the same link, and I have thoughts.
And we will get there.
Let's talk about what they are first, and then I'll Yeah.
And then we'll get there. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the first one is a ring with 2 diamonds side by side inside a heart-shaped case.
This is the second ring clue we've been given, including the emoji. I just feel like she's laughing at us, at this point in a nice way, right?
Totally.
I'm sure she thoroughly enjoys our freakouts on Twitter. We're all like, there's a ring. It's another ring.
Yep, exactly.
100%.
So this is called a toi et moi, or a you and me ring.
Oh, stop.
And I know. This immediately reminded me of the theme song from the show.
Oh no. Oh.
Did they
Me and you.
imagine if Joe like had this in mind, like she wants to use this ring.
Yeah,
this is the song I want.
I'd die.
But also, this is just so sweet. I kind of hope this is a ring that Strike buys to show Robin that he's serious, since it doesn't look like the ring that Murphy
cute.
bought her.
That was the first thing I noticed about this ring is it's not the sparkling shackle.
It is.
We all know that that's a solitaire diamond.
Small.
It's not the ring that Murphy bought.
But on a similar related note, I have to bring this up.
Okay.
You know when this kind of ring used to be really popular?
When?
It was the 60s.
Okay.
They were very popular in the 60s. You know which couple in this series would have gotten engaged in the 60s?
I think I do.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down here?
I am.
I see you've been lurking on my Pinterest board, Ken.
Oh my goodness.
If there is, in fact, a ring with 2 stones in this book, it's amazing to me that she can find a charm for that. It feels so specific, but some of the other ones do as well.
It could be a way to hint at 2 rings without actually showing 2 rings too. Like she saw it and she was like, oh, 2 rings, double ring.
I feel like there might be a ring with 2 stones though.
Yeah.
But I also, like I said before, I feel like this could revolve around an engaged couple. So it could also be that couple's ring.
Yeah, that also seems likely.
All right, what's the next charm?
All right, the next charm is a gold Fabergé egg.
Oh, this one stumped me because how do you connect a Fabergé egg to a crime without just going to stolen item, And it probably won't be that.
What if it's meant to be like an Easter egg? Because Easter is the weekend after the end of Hallmark Man, chronologically. If someone's with their family doing an Easter egg hunt, or I don't know, somehow it's a thing. Murphy sticks his stupid ring inside an Easter egg after the Ritz goes bad.
Barf.
I don't know.
I don't like that at all.
No.
That is a good idea, though, because the 50 most famous Fabergé eggs are Easter eggs.
Oh my God, that charm is $10,000.
Is it really? The Fabergé?
Yeah. Hey, can I win this contest?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my God.
Anyway, yes, they were originally Easter eggs, the 50 most famous ones for Russian czars.
Yeah.
Alexander III and Nicholas II. And they were gifts to their wives containing hidden, intricate surprises. So, yeah, it could be an Easter egg.
Not sparkling shackles.
No. Speaking of, eggs are also, of course, tied to the concept of fertility and creation and relating to the personal. I know. Shocker. All of these things.
Also tied to breakfast.
That too. But I don't think that we're going to be talking about breakfast.
Oh, I bet we'll talk about breakfast at some point.
Wait a minute.
We always end up on breakfast or lunch, and we always end up on some meal.
We had a
second breakfast.
A very interesting discussion about an English breakfast, I remember, as I recall.
Yeah. And I'm sure that Strike will eat at least one full English.
Well,
put it in the prediction stock.
Right.
Sorry for interrupting, Kens.
Yes, Kens, it could be.
Yeah. This could be something about Robin making a decision one way or the other about her eggs.
Could be. Yeah,
that makes sense too.
There are some times where I have moments where I think, dang, maybe they are going to have a kid.
Right. I mean, it seems possible. I mean, Strike has said for ages that he's not the marrying kind, and yet he proposes to her at the end of this book.
I mean, you could also look at the joke he made about fathering children in this book as a sign too, I think that if Robin chooses to freeze her eggs as a just in case, it might be likely that we see them do it. And it would have to be a very deliberate choice at that point.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Eggs also, as fate would have it, are a important symbol in Jungian psychology as well. In mythology and alchemy, the egg is seen as the cosmic egg, the source of creation. Which is like cosmic egg sounds like the most ridiculous horse shit. I've
It's like
ever
cosmic
heard.
bowling. It's cosmic bowling that you roll the egg into all the sperm and knock them over, but with black light
Right?
and neon.
Sounds kind of fun.
Jungian analysis suggests that in dreams or symbolic work, an unbroken egg may represent latent potential, while a broken egg can signify transformation, a necessary rupture that allows the next stage of psychological development.
Oh, well, her fallopian tube
Yeah, I
ruptured.
was just thinking about how an egg ruptured her fallopian tube.
Yeah, it could all
Mhm.
tie in with her growth.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's a coincidence that this egg, while it's not cracked per se, isn't entirely smooth either.
It's
Yeah.
got like 10 grand worth of little diamonds on there.
There's that.
It reminds me of an opal as well, right? The opal's beauty
Mm.
comes from the cracks.
But also the fact that it's a golden egg could be
Oh.
significant as well.
Yeah.
Aside from any comparisons to the egg and goblet of fire that I can already see coming.
Yeah, Nina had joked that you could only open it underwater.
Yeah, otherwise it's just screeching.
Yeah.
Nothing but screeching.
Wait a minute, are there going to be mermaids in Strike 9? Please.
I would love that.
Exactly. We're waiting for mermaids.
I've been waiting for zombies this whole time.
Yeah.
Like put in some mermaids.
Why not?
Get to see Strike as a mermaid. A merman.
Oh,
Merman, Kens. Merman.
Merman. His whole one leg thing would not matter one jot.
They all have only one fin.
this has gone to a weird place.
That's not an unpleasant mental image.
Make a very attractive merman. He'd be like a King Triton type of I'm on
Like
board
very
with
much
it.
a daddy. Yeah, kind of.
Be a daddy merman, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be.
They don't even wear shirts.
They don't.
Like,
they don't.
They don't even own them.
that's
What
that's
did
one of the
Chase
best parts.
just say?
I don't know what did you just say?
Mer Daddy.
Murdaddy.
Mer
Yeah.
Daddy.
A plus
I'm
contribution.
dying.
I'm not leaving that image for a while. I'm
I
stuck.
know. It's,
Right, I'll be
I'll
thinking
back
about
in, like,
that for
10
a while.
while.
Woo.
Okay, anyway, there are also loads of connections.
Some Murdaddy strike, please.
Please and thank you.
Murdaddy
I know a
strike.
handful of people who have artistic ability. Make it happen. Mur Daddy.
He would
Murdaddy.
need a dark blue fin, please. But like the bottom fin,
He's basically
Wait,
a
wait.
murder daddy.
the
like,
bottom, the bottom fin right here that has
Yeah.
the two things. He
Oh,
only
he's
has the
only got,
one.
like one,
Yeah,
like
the one
toothless,
side.
the dragon. Yeah, but a mermaid.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
It's so funny. Okay,
Someone
so-
draw it.
Please. That's an
Mur
art
Daddy.
request.
I
an
need it for my
official-
personal collection.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
And don't
Okay.
skimp out on the chest hair.
that's the
Yeah.
whole point.
Come on. That's the whole point. Underwater, it
point.
moves. Come on.
Like wet, always
Yep.
wet.
Okay.
He's got the big fork. I know
Mhm.
it's called a Triton.
A Triton. Yeah, but he uses it for food.
He uses it for food, but it's a fork.
An enormous fork.
Okay. Oh, where were we?
There are also loads of connections of a golden egg to creation stories and themes of transformation across cultures, as well as Aesop's fable about the goose and the golden eggs that she laid.
I was thinking
Uh-huh.
it was a sign that we were all being like Veruca Salt, trying to get
Mm.
a golden egg, you know?
Give me it.
Ever-
Give me it.
Yeah.
Give me it.
Yeah. Joe's
I
telling
want
us we're all bad eggs because we're not patient.
Right?
We want it now.
I've been so patient.
I've been waiting for them to kiss for such a long time.
I've done my time in Azkaban. 12 years of it.
Uh-huh. The goose one feels relevant due to the lesson about the importance of patience and consistent hard work towards a greater goal and the dangers of greed.
Wait, I forgot why we're talking about a goose.
Because of the goose and
Because
the
they lay
golden eggs.
golden eggs.
Got it. We could see Strike getting attacked by another bird.
That would be really funny.
But-
I mean, it'd be awful.
It'd be really
It'd be
funny.
really
Shane.
funny.
Anyway, I really like the bit about the patience and everything because it reminds me of Strike big time,
Yeah.
working towards things with Robin. But it could also apply to the case and even
Mm.
Robin working together with her therapist. Or I don't know, maybe something about wanting too much of something too fast and comparing and contrasting that. I don't know.
I would love it if Strike said something about how he'd wait as long as it took for her to feel ready to address it or,
Aw.
anything like that. Make it clear he's not going anywhere.
I'll wait until you're ready. Yeah.
I would love that.
Because what if it is a situation where like she doesn't know how to talk about it. And he'll say, it's fine if we don't talk about it right away, if you need some time or something. And then there's the tension.
Oh, that would be so good.
Their thighs touch.
Yeah. Oh, when their thighs touch. Yeah.
I think the knowledge that Joe's favorite charm on her beloved childhood bracelet was a filigree egg that opened to reveal a tiny bird.
Mm-hmm.
And that she still looks in jewelry windows, hoping to see that charm. I mean, it's something that's significant to her. And we've got another little delicate golden egg here.
That also opens up.
I don't think it does.
Well, no, I don't mean this one, but just
Fabergé
mean Fabergé in general.
Yeah, that they also open up. Yeah.
Yeah, because Fabergé, the whole point, right? They're this intricate design that opens up to reveal something even. There's a lot of
like a Polly Pocket. Really expensive Polly Pocket.
A Fabergé egg is a really expensive Polly Pocket.
It's basically early, yeah. That's literally like prove me wrong. Oh my
god! No, I mean
argue with the wall.
But like that means it's significant.
Yeah, it's a significant one, I think too. All right, what's the next one?
Okay, the next one is a golden ship anchor. I was thinking this could have a connection to Portsmouth since it has that connection to the Navy.
Yeah, I thought of that immediately as well.
Though symbolically, though, and I love this, it represents stability, grounding, hope, and strength. Who does that remind us of?
Huh.
Mer Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mer Daddy over here. Exactly. Yeah, it just makes me think of, he was her touchstone. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to move things along and we're still at Mer Daddy. We're still back at Mer Daddy.
I'm never leaving.
No, I mean, I agree, Ken's. An anchor is such a meaningful symbol, could connect to them. Yeah. But also it's under the sea. You know what else is under the sea? Mer Daddies.
Oh my gosh.
It just makes me think of settling down and roots, staying in place. I'm not sure entirely where I'm going with this, but
we know.
Anchors keep you in place.
They can also do the reverse, because when you want to sail away, you bring up the anchor, like anchors away. You unanchor from your horrible boyfriend in the middle of your family Easter egg hunt or something.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay, the next one is what appears to be two angels.
We're doing a two for here? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a two.
Let's go together.
There is a female angel with blue wings.
Yes.
And then what appears to be a male angel with gold or brass wings holding a hymnal, and it has the bottom half painted white.
I was going to ask, how do you know that it's a male? And then I was like, maybe it's that bowl haircut.
Yeah, exactly. That was it 100%. I don't think I've ever seen female angel figures with bowl haircuts quite like that.
I do like that it's a boy and a girl. For some reason, it's interesting. Like, I wonder how that's going to play out.
These ones are, the second one is damn near impossible to find. I spent well over an hour trying to search for it and could not find it.
I couldn't find it either. I even used reverse image search. Nothing comes up.
Yeah.
And, they look more like cherubs. They kind of remind me of those creepy dolls from the header.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it means, but maybe the angels are connecting to those dolls in some way.
What if they have to interview someone who collects creepy angel dolls and figurines?
Oh,
really
I like that.
Over the top, every single surface covered with them, obsessed with angels, because that kind of person exists.
Yeah, I've seen those My Strange Addiction episodes.
Yeah, seeing Strike's reaction to that would be very funny to me.
I would enjoy that.
I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Very creepy.
Mm-hmm. The other thought that I had was that it could connect to the Book of Psalms charm that's later on in the bracelet, because they're angels, right? I just don't know how that would play out in the book, but that is an obvious connection to make, which is also interesting because there's a devil charm, or that little demon Jack-in-the-Box, which we'll get to, which gives it just a very good versus evil feel. And of course, every Strike book has a good versus evil feel, but since Psyche is at play, and that means soul, maybe there's some sort of good versus evil spiritual sense, something emotional. Again, I don't know how it would play out. I can't ignore the connection between the angels, the Book of Psalms, and the devil. Put a butterfly pin in it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so moving on to the next one, it's a Trojan horse.
This one might actually be one of the more confusing ones because there isn't a real mystery about what it is.
No.
I just have no idea how to apply it.
Yeah, this one feels vaguely ominous because, this charm, of course, is related to the gift horse the Greeks give to the Trojans in Greek mythology during the Trojan War. That was ostensibly a peaceful offering, but was really filled with Greek soldiers. And it's obviously, we all know, gone on to become a pretty powerful symbol of deception, representing things that seem harmless but are actually a bit more dangerous than previously realized.
Hey, that might fit with your Murphy theory.
I think so. Pretty interesting possibilities to consider on both the case and the personal front.
Why are you laughing?
Because maybe Strike is taking his war against Murphy to new levels by hiding in large objects to ambush him when he least expects it.
Maybe with a pair of wire cutters.
Like he's Dwight in the Snowman.
But, you know, we kind of had a Trojan horse situation in the Hallmark Man, right? With the box that actually had Griff's in there, right?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm kind of lost about how this one could fit in.
I don't know. You know what's also kind of funny about this charm is it reminds me of those old-timey horse rider things, that kids would ride on that are basically just wooden horses on platforms. I think they're like hobby horses.
Those are fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to have one of those.
But it would be yet another connection to kids.
Or, maybe we'll finally get Strike riding a horse.
Finally.
If they go to Massam, Strike can ride that Clydesdale.
And we could finally figure out why Strike doesn't like horses.
Yeah. How long do horses live? I don't know if that horse is still going to be alive.
I think if you take good care of them, they can usually live a pretty long
lives. But, you can also just have more than one Clydesdale.
That's true.
Like a young Clydesdale.
Should we go to the next charm? Because I really like this one.
Yeah. Yes. The next one is a Jack-in-the-Box. Usually you see a clown inside of a Jack-in-the-Box.
Which some people think is creepy enough.
But this one has a devil. And Jo said that it was her favorite because of how spooky it was.
Jack-in-the-Boxes are already scary, right? Let's add a devil instead.
Yeah. Funny that there is a devil in there, though, because the original French name of the Jack-in-the-Box is Diable en boîte, or devil in a box. This could be another connection to kids, but could also work on a metaphorical level. Sudden shock, shaking someone out of complacency or a rut, hidden things coming to light suddenly after remaining hidden.
They could also just be visiting the creepiest antique toy store in the world to interview someone. And Strike, I could see Strike pointing a Jack-in-the-Box out like this to Robin because she said she still needs to buy presents for her new baby nephews. He'd be like, "There's
How about
that? Kids love this."
Oh my God. Every time that he makes her laugh, she's going to be like, melting inside a little.
Just like us.
I love how in each of these hypothetical scenarios that you're coming up with, Fools, that Strike and Robin are just randomly running into like Ramsey level obsessed people with very odd hyperfixations.
Yeah.
Just sprinkled around
just
London.
Lots of them. They're out there.
I looked this up and I really love this story because the history of the Jack-in-the-Box, it was really interesting. Like you said, Ken, so the origin of this toy, it came from a 14th century story about a rector named John Scorn. The story goes that he was approached by a demon or the devil, right? And was told that in exchange for his soul, he would make him a great wizard with great powers. And so John said, "Sure, you could have my soul." And then when the demon granted him his powers, John handed over the sole of his boot. So angry that he had been tricked, the demon leapt into the boot to take the soul, but John covered the top of the shoe with a cross and therefore trapped him inside. So the earliest versions of a Jack-in-the-Box were actually little devils popping up because this toy was inspired by this story.
Tricking demons with homophones is hilarious.
Yeah.
And genius. But this is why you always get your soul contracts in writing people. No verbal agreements. They're too open to fuckery like this.
I also found out that later on people would make these with the intent of capturing a demon. So they decorate them with elaborate engravings and music to lure them in, and then they trap them in the box and never open it again, which is making me think of the coffin emoji.
It's making me think of someone being lured and trapped in a coffin.
Yes, someone being placed in a box and then never opening again, which also then makes me think of the box that Psyche takes out of the underworld and is not supposed to open.
Oh, shit.
Oh, connecting the dots.
I mean, I don't think that Strike and Robin are going to call an exorcist or anything, but the idea of this being a thing because, right, the devil's after someone's soul in this story. It's interesting because Psyche and her name meaning soul. And Robin is going to be facing some of her own demons in this book.
You say that you don't think they'll be calling an exorcist, but I'm going to laugh forever if they have to call a medium.
What if one calls them to be like, "I have tips on the case you're working," and Strike is like, "No, thank you."
Click.
I totally want to see Strike having to suffer through a psychic for whatever reason, because it'd be so fucking funny.
I'm just also really interested in this one because Joe said it's her favorite.
Mhm.
Did she say it was her favorite because it was the creepiest, or just that it's her favorite and the creepiest?
She says the book is a psalm book and holds real miniature psalms. My favorite is probably the little box. It's the spookiest anyway.
Okay. So it's not her
Mm.
favorite because it's the spookiest.
But it is the
also
spookiest
the
and her
spookiest.
favorite.
And it's her favorite. So I'm really curious about why it's her favorite and if it connects to the book in like a really fun way.
There's a definite pattern of thing that opens with
Yes.
something inside of it, right? Going on,
Yes.
because there's the ring box with the ring,
Mhm.
fancy egg, the Fabergé
Yeah.
eggs that open. There's the Trojan horse, looks like it actually opens. There's the Jack in the Box, and then the clasp on that book of Psalms looks like
Mhm.
it'll open, and
It
has
does.
like it does, and it's got little Psalms inside. So like
It has Psalms 23 inside.
interesting.
I totally think you're onto something. And there is also the coffin emoji. Did you say that one?
Yes.
And there's also, like we just said, the box that Psyche opens in that myth.
So something opening, something inside.
Okay, the next charm is an hourglass, and
Ooh.
it immediately made me think of a time turner.
Oh, it made me think of There Was Still Time from Queer
There
of
was
Evil.
still time.
still
There is
time.
still
Yes.
time, Strike.
If he's like, there is
Mhm.
still time in this book.
If we get a callback to that or come with me,
Oh, fuck. I won't be able to
Yeah.
handle that.
Yeah,
too
Oh,
much.
he actually says it this time.
It's one of those things that you can't take back.
he doesn't want to.
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Mana.
Well, he said a lot of things he can't take back at this point, so why not say it?
Exactly. I wonder if this means that this will be us finally getting a race against time. We've been saying it for a
Love that.
while,
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
but yeah, could be a race against time for the case or a race against time for Strike and Robin to be together.
I think a case. Yeah.
But regardless of how it comes up, it's always fun to get a more condensed time scale because it really adds to that sense of urgency.
I love it.
Yeah, and it would just make sense relationship wise.
Yeah. They can't be dragging this out for another 6 months. Come on.
Yeah.
Right?
I couldn't
Right?
find right. Yeah, I know, right? Right? Please,
Right?
right?
Joe, right? She was like, I think you know. I think you know.
I couldn't find the original source for this charm, but I did find it on an auction site. In the description, it says that it's an egg timer. So there are 3 minutes, right? It's a real hourglass. It's 3 minutes. It gives a perfect soft boil.
Oh.
I doubt that has anything to do with it. It's probably just she picked an hourglass she likes best. Unless, I don't know, someone's looking for a perfect egg.
The final straw for Robin in her doomed relationship is Ryan overcooking her egg. Strike would never overcook her egg. He would give her the soldiers to dip in the yolk and it would be perfect.
She is British, though. I know you have an issue with how the British cook their eggs.
I have an issue with how they fry their eggs.
And also sear their meat.
Yes, the lack
Yeah.
of, well, I've seen some properly nice sausages in pictures since we've spoken about it.
Right.
Good.
Lots of people
But-
sent us some.
Photoshop exists, Just saying. I'm going to need to see it in person first.
Give me a
Uh,
video.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Send me the breakfast.
All right. Next one.
Oh man, love this one. The next one is the White Rose of York,
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
which is lovely. I think that this means that both York and Yorkshire might be taking up more room in the story than we initially thought.
This one feels a little bit less mysterious since we've already had that York header, right? What was it? York Minster?
Yorkminster,
Mhm.
yes. So
Yeah.
excited.
So this is really cool. Joe liked a tweet where someone said they'd love to see Strike visit Massam after seeing this rose. And that would be
Yes,
so
please.
good.
Oh, yes, please.
It would be really fun to see Strike doing something that ends up ingratiating himself with Linda without him really trying to.
Yes. Yes. I need to remember that she liked this tweet so I can try to determine if she likes tweets that she just likes the idea or if she likes it because someone guessed
I
correctly.
think she sometimes likes it because it's correct and sometimes likes it because she thinks it's fucking hilarious and the exact opposite.
Ugh.
And I'm like, well, how do I know which is which?
I know we
Joe?
need consistency, Joe.
Mhm.
Really, though, it's because one time she liked a tweet of mine where I said I was suspicious of Gillespie.
I think that's because you're bang on.
Yeah, I want to overanalyze that as much as possible,
Mhm.
But yeah, I want Strike in Yorkshire too. I want to see him with Linda.
Yeah.
I want to see him with Steven.
I want to
Yes.
see them have a dinner party.
I don't know why I'm putting so much hope on Steven. I want him to say something to her about the difference between seeing her with Murphy and seeing her with Strike,
Yes.
But yeah, I would love it if there was a case up there and they took it on and had to spend some time up there.
That would be so good. Can Strike notice her accent gets a bit more pronounced when she's at home?
And he thinks it's cute.
And he thinks, of course, he thinks it's cute. He thinks it's sexy. Let's be real.
Okay, I'm really excited about the next one.
Okay.
And it connects with York.
All right, the next one, I believe it's an alligator.
Okay, so I found this one.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's the right one. It's a crocodile. If I'm right, which I think that I am.
Oh, crikey. 300 pounds. So cheap.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, 245. I'm rounding up.
You'd actually round to 200.
That's why I said I was rounding up.
Okay.
By adding an extra 6 pounds in my mind and then rounding up 50 more.
Okay.
That's how math works, Lindsay.
So symbolically, crocodile could point to hidden danger. One thing I was thinking about was, what if it's something that's in a dream? Like that would make sense if it seems like slightly out of place or odd, given the setting of these books. You don't exactly see a whole lot of alligators or crocodiles in the
Robin
UK.
dreams that she's feeding Murphy to a crocodile.
We can only hope.
Strike would love that dream. Strike would be like, that's the best dream. I feel so well rested.
But in a dream, it could point to hidden fears or anxieties, which would make sense.
Yeah.
That they have to wrestle, like you wrestle a crocodile.
Oh, wrestle their anxieties.
We call Robert Irwin and he comes and helps. Oh, I guess he'd be a bit younger in this book, though.
I love him.
I love him so much.
I love Steve Irwin.
We all love Steve Irwin. He was a global treasure.
It could be a huge coincidence, but there is an alligator mentioned in Romeo and Juliet, which was referenced in Running Grave. So I wonder if maybe there's a Charlotte connection there. I don't know.
I do want more Shakespeare. Just support. I'm going to finish.
To support what?
Nothing.
What? You're going to finish. You're going to finish what?
I actually had it open and was writing words in it the other day at work.
Wow.
Was it deleting and then rewriting the same 6 words?
All right, Ken's. Fucking rude. We're not asking about the ratio of deleted to written words. That's not on the table. It's not a topic for discussion, Ken. That's assault. I have been assaulted.
Assault.
It's a hate crime against pools specifically.
Okay. All right, I'm going to get to my theory. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I have this idea, and it comes from what Ken said at the beginning of the charm bit, that the charms that are on the same link go together. Because if you look at the bracelet, there are a few sets of charms that are on the same link. And maybe she did that because there's a lot of charms. Possible. But if the charm is a crocodile, which I think that it is, and it's on the same link as the White Rose of York, I Googled crocodile and York, and I found a place called Crocodile Rock. La 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 la.
Oh.
I added a couple pictures in here for you guys to see. I posted this on Twitter. Ken, do you think you can link in the show notes to my Twitter post so people can go? If you look at my Twitter post about this, the original picture that I put is not the correct one. It is a rock that looks like a crocodile, not the right one.
They have two?
It's not in Yorkshire. It was a little bit confusing when I was looking it up as to which one it was. The one in the comments that I posted is the correct one, and Katie, Ludicrous Moniker, helped. She pointed out which one is the correct one as well. So this is a popular landmark. It's paired with another, York's Folly and Crocodile Rock. They are popular pair of landmarks for short walks on the hill above Bewerley near Pateley Bridge. I'm assuming that's how you say it.
I love a folly.
You love a folly?
I love a folly. They're pointless little structures that they built just to look ancient and interesting and make the landscape look nice.
Okay.
We don't do shit like that anymore. All of our buildings are so ugly now. It's really upsetting.
Anyway, there's a website called Visit North Yorkshire that has information about these. York's Folly is a pair of just stone pillars, and Crocodile Rock then is obviously a large rock formation that looks like a crocodile. And it used to be visible from the valley, but it is now surrounded and covered up by some trees. I am thinking that we're visiting this place for the case. But I was talking to Rachel about it, and she found out that this rock is a 30-minute drive to Massam.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I'd love for Robin to be like, oh,
we got to go to Crocodile Rock.
Crocodile Rock. And Strike would tease her about it, and it would be really funny.
In my head, they have to go there.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason
because that's
for
the crocodile
case.
In Yorkshire. Okay, so there's like...
There's a reason they have to go visit there. It is also an hour away from York Minster, which was another header, as we talked about. So all of these things are kind of nearby, at least within driving distance for Strike and Robin. So
Oh,
Yeah, I want to put this as an official prediction. It just makes sense to me that we're going to see this
makes
place.
Sense. It just makes sense. I will absolutely agree and second this prediction.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to Yorkshire, y'all.
Going to Yorkshire.
They're going to Yorkshire.
Woo-hoo.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it, kids.
We're winning.
Some people talked about not being sure if Strike would be able to do this because it is kind of a hike.
Oh.
But there's two different ways you can get to it. You can take a long trail, which would be a hike, and he probably would not do that.
No.
But you can also drive really close to it and then just walk a short distance. So I think it's possible. And I was kind of going on Google Maps along the road. You can just drive pretty close. So
nice.
See, in my mind, I might be stuck on A Maid of the Silver Sea. I want someone to be stuck inside of a cave or something. And
I would love,
Or what if there's a clue? It's a time-sensitive case. Someone's missing. It's like a murder scavenger hunt.
The last place they were seen, Crocodile Rock.
La, 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 la. Anyway, so on my Twitter post, a woman named Deborah commented that nearby, and I looked it up, it's about another 35 to 40-minute drive. There's a place called Swinton, help me say that word, Bivouac.
A bivouac shelter or a bivvy, improvised campsite, soldiers.
Anyway, it's a place you can stay, right? Hotel resort place, outdoors, glamping. Guess what they offer? Treehouse accommodation.
Sweet. I love this.
It all fits.
Treehouse.
I was really excited about Crocodile Rock when I found it.
Putting all the pieces together. I think you've nailed it. I think it's definitely going to be Crocodile Rock.
I'm excited about it.
That's so fun to say.
Crocodile Rock. Well, I just want to sing the song.
What is the song that you're...
Elton John? Crocodile Rock?
I mean, it sounds familiar, but I
remember when Rock was young.
Oh, yeah, I know that song.
So
is
much
that about crocodiles?
It's literally called Crocodile Rock.
I don't know the title.
We were hopping and bopping to the Crocodile Rock.
Oh, yep. Now that you say it. Okay, gotcha.
La.
Now I remember. Yeah,
okay.
Gotcha.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay. This next one was another one where it was like kind of hard to tell what exactly it was because it looked like either a raven or a crow. But I think that you were able to find it, weren't you, Linz?
Yes, I am fairly confident I found the right one, which would make it a crow. What's interesting about this one is that they have a gold option as a custom design. It's usually silver, but it is available in gold if you choose it and pay extra.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's the gold.
That's deliberate to get gold.
That's exciting.
So though crows and ravens have some symbolism that vary, there's a lot of overlap, honestly, between these two.
Birds.
They are.
Yeah, they're smart birds. They both largely symbolize death, transformation, and acting as messengers, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And that, honestly, that tracks with pretty much everything we've seen so far.
We know Joe has a thing about birds, so it was not surprising to me to see a bird.
Cromarin.
A cromarin? Yeah. Oh my god!
Like he's cromarin.
That's so bad.
I know.
It's so bad.
No.
Speaking of bad, here's a theory. Okay, hear me out. Let's say this is a missing persons case, and let's say they find the person alive. Mm-hmm. That would mean that there wasn't a murder. A single crow is almost a murder, but isn't.
I'm picking it up, and you're putting it down. I'm liking it.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
It could work with the Persephone myth.
Yeah.
Too.
Let's go to the next one because I keep saying I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about a lot of them.
Yeah. So the next one is the Book of Psalms.
When I was looking for this one, the header, it didn't show the front, but she did post another picture that showed the front so you can see it. So I am confident that I found the correct one because the front has a cross on it.
What if there's like a locket with something hidden in it?
That would be a fun clue.
You know, I wonder if the actual one has Psalm 23 in there as well.
Well, I think it must because I think this is the same one.
You know, it would be interesting if that is what's in there because isn't that usually read at funerals?
I mean, maybe like in a movie. I don't know. I've never seen it read at a funeral.
It was the one that he said when the Titanic was sinking in the movie.
I think it is one of the most well-known psalms. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
And Jack and Rose are like running past him and the lights are flickering and the iceberg's like very cold.
That's not the actual psalm. That's Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah, it was
that too.
Sadly, I don't think Strike or Robin are going to be living in a gangsta's paradise.
Shanker does.
I'm
thinking for Robin, even her mama thinks that her mind is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, not Gangster's Paradise, but actual Psalm 23. It is, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So I'm wondering if the Psalm 23 specifically is important or if just
Is
in
it
general.
blasphemous to make a joke about, whose rod would comfort me?
Stop.
Sorry.
So my first thought here was that what if the Book of Psalms is one of the epigraph sources or the epigraph source? I think they would make excellent epigraphs. Could they cover a whole range of human emotions and situations?
I'm still married to the Dante's Inferno theory that I have, but I'm loving the idea
I'm
of
still married
Psalms.
to Austin.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
but we have a clue here.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but the clue is in my heart.
But that doesn't count. We have an actual clue.
That's fair.
I like the idea, though, of Psalms as like the part epigraphs. I think that would be really fun.
Okay, I could do that.
You guys say that like you get to choose.
I'm negotiating with Joe. Yes,
You're
I'll make her
not.
an offer. She can have the Psalms for the parts if I get Austin for the chapters.
Weren't there a few gravestones in Harry Potter that had Bible verses on them? Because I know James and Lily's had one on
There were
right?
two. There were
Yeah.
two. So the verse on James and Lily's grave is 1 Corinthians 15:26. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. And then the one on, I think it's both Kendra and Ariana's grave, is Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Oh,
But I was just thinking about different psalms that would make good epigraphs. And one that really stood out to me was Psalm 18. It says, I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. I crushed them so that they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. Think about that. It probably wouldn't be for strike punching Murphy, but it could be.
it could be.
Or a killer confrontation.
That's definitely more likely. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good. This so far right now is one of my predictions. Until we hear otherwise or get other clues, I'm putting down
Right.
Psalms as epigraphs.
Pin
It's
it.
the only thing we have
Pin it like
an
a
official
butterfly.
clue from.
Yeah.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, Beatrice Groves wrote a blog for us recently. It's up now on our website. It's about this charm bracelet, and one of the things she talks about in there is how the Psalms are good for hiding clues. And she references a children's book called Moonfleet that did this. So I want to read to you part of just a paragraph from her blog. It says, Psalms are a brilliant place to hide clues, as in Moonfleet, because they are ubiquitous, numerous, and they combine words and numbers. Hence the much-loved tradition that Shakespeare hid his name within the King James translation of Psalm 46 when he was 46 by putting one part of his name 46 letters from the start and the other half 46 letters from the end. This, as you may have guessed, is a myth, but it has a certain attractive plausibility because people really did hide ciphers of their names in early modern texts, and in one case, the Psalms. The alchemist Thomas Norton, for example, left a cipher of his name in his Ordinal of Alchemy from 1618, deciphered by Elias Ashmole. A little bit later, she says, Rowling has used this type of clue sparingly in Creed's letter in Troubled Blood, and on her old website in which an instruction about repairing a clock was phrased as a poem with an acrostic reparo. This clue launched the wombat test, which are so memorable to me. Anyway, so her point is that the Psalms could be used as a way to hide clues. And I'm really liking this idea because I want clues to decipher, in a book sense, not in a we find the clues, you know what I mean? In a literal way.
Yeah. That'd be really fun.
I think it would be really fun. I'm just so about this. A missing persons case, race against time, deciphering clues, scavenger hunts. You find an arm here and a leg there.
Limbs all over.
Probably
the place.
not, but
None of them in strike size.
All right, the last one. Another really good one for me here.
One.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a pendant of Persephone. As you'll know, if you're familiar with the myth, it is a connection to the Eros and Psyche myth.
Yes. Can I just say, by the way, thank you to Ren, a listener who sent me a book on mythology. I used the book to come up with my little theory here that I'm about to say. So thank you so much. It was extremely useful, and I'm really loving the book.
Nice.
I almost wonder if Robin is going to have a thematic connection to Persephone as a goddess in general. kind of like how Artemis was for her in Running Grave.
So I think that Persephone is going to connect to the victim because Robin is Psyche.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Persephone is the victim.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I was thinking that is because both Persephone and Hades kind of enact divine justice.
Okay.
And the whole justice thing screamed
Right.
them. Persephone has connections to justice, fertility, and transformation. You know, maybe if Robin is thematically both Psyche and Persephone, the final task for Robin as Psyche is her finding herself and nearly dying or being in mortal peril before emerging triumphant.
I have formed a whole theory. Okay, so we
Let's
got
hear
the
it.
ring emoji and the charm, all of that together. It is making me think that this case is going to revolve around an engaged couple.
Mm.
And it would be a great tie-in with what's going on personally with Robin, right? Having two men who want to marry her. So the story of Persephone, right? She had a mother, Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and harvest, who loved her very much, slightly overprotective. And when Persephone was kidnapped by Hades to be queen of the underworld, her mother was heartbroken. So what if this case is about an engaged couple? The woman in the couple has gone missing, and the mother of this woman comes to Strike and Robin asking for their help in finding her daughter.
Ooh, yes. I've been thinking about that too.
Okay, so if Robin is Psyche, she would have to then go to the underworld, so to speak, to rescue this missing woman instead of bringing back Persephone's beauty like she does in the myth. She brings back Persephone alive, or she finds that coffin where she's in. Okay, opens it up, right? In the myth, Persephone is reunited with her mother. That's why I'm thinking she's going to be alive.
Okay.
I don't think the woman's fiance would be Hades and be the bad guy. It might just be too obvious. J.K. Rowling, she's so great at using these stories as inspiration, but also making them new and unexpected.
Yeah, whatever it is, it might not be a direct one-to-one comparison for some of them, but there'll definitely be some influences.
I think that Robin would find herself connecting with this missing woman, which would also be a parallel to Troubled Blood. You know, maybe because of the overprotective mother, but also the engagement stuff. And it would give a nice way to tie in some conflict resolution with Linda. Psyche's tasks have a time limit on them. She only has so long to complete them. So she's racing against time. So the hourglass charm could fit in as well. And then also thinking about the Jack in the Box with Persephone's box. When Psyche opens it, there's that sleeping spell. I don't know. This is another thing that I'm excited about because it all kind of seems to fit. You know, obviously there are things I can't place yet, like the dolls or the treehouse or the angel charms. But when it comes to Psyche and Persephone and how they fit into that story, and then an engaged couple, Robin's possibly two proposals, a loving but overprotective mother reflected in Demeter, the victim's mother, also Linda. I don't know. It feels right.
Feels like something.
Which probably means I'm completely wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm excited
But I
about
like
this
it.
for now. This is my case theory for now. This is Persephone has to do with the victim. She's a missing woman. Her mother comes to Strike and Robin asking for help. So it's based off of the Persephone story.
I like it. I'm into it.
I think it fits together really well. And now I want more clues. And I feel terrible for wanting more after we just got all of these and just spent like
More.
literally like how many hours now?
We just spent 2 hours going over this bracelet. We need more
More.
clues.
More.
That was a lot.
But it was good.
So excited about this bracelet. Thank you again, Joe.
I can't wait for this book.
I know.
Oh.
Have I ever been more excited for a book? No, I say that every time.
Yep. Doesn't
And
matter.
I'll say it
Still
again.
true.
Yeah.
We're going to get to, I guess, what we were talking about earlier, which was discussing whether or not the things that are on each link, if they're charms on each link, if
Yeah.
they are connected.
I hadn't thought about that before you brought that idea up to me, Ken. And yeah, I think you're right. I think that, well, there are 4 pairs that are on links together. Like I said, it could just be that she needed the room on the bracelet.
But if she did need the room, she would still have to choose which charms to pair together.
True.
Right?
True. We already did the crocodile and Yorkshire one.
Yes.
We talked about that one. So there are 3 other sets. One is the Fabergé egg and the anchor charm are on the same link.
Okay.
A couple things I found when I looked at Fabergé egg and anchor. One is called the Standard egg, which includes a miniature replica of the Imperial Russian yacht Standard with
Like
anchors.
an ocean-themed Polly Pocket.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. So this is the most famous Fabergé egg that has anchors on it.
I saw a bunch of them with ships inside of them.
Oh, nice. The other possibility, though, is, well, another possibility is an anchor symbol is a key part of the official Russian hallmarks used on authentic Fabergé items.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know if the case is going to tie to Russia in some way. It might be a leap.
She could be Russian.
Yeah, the woman.
Yeah.
Another pair are the two angels. This seems pretty obvious to put them on the same one. I have no idea what they mean yet, but I feel like they go together. I just don't know how.
Somehow.
And then the last one is the Book of Psalms is connected with the Persephone charm. This one makes a lot of sense to me. If Psalm 23 is the relevant psalm, it would make sense because Psyche is literally walking in the underworld. She's walking in the valley of death, right?
Yes.
So,
Yep.
And that's where she meets Persephone.
Yes.
So that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Maybe Robin can be wrapping Gangsta's paradise as she goes through. Probably not.
You know, Joe is probably writing to Coolio as we speak.
Yeah.
Strike has wrapped in these books
See,
before.
We need to get it again.
One last thing that I want to say about Beatrice Grove's blog about this charm bracelet as we end up our charm bracelet segment.
It was a long segment.
It was, I know. It could have been its own episode. But
Yeah.
I loved this part that Bea put into this that I just want to read it. There's a quote in here from J.K. Rowling about the Harry Potter charm bracelet that she received. It says, on the day that the 7th Harry Potter book was to be released, my editor, Emma, and the head of Bloomsbury Children's Books, Sarah, met me in London and gave me a small package to open. Inside was what would become, aside from my wedding ring, my most treasured piece of jewelry. A bracelet covered in gold and silver charms from the books. I think, Pools, you read a little bit of this earlier. But then Beatrice writes, I think we can feel confident that Robin's charm bracelet likewise will become her most treasured piece of jewelry aside from her wedding ring.
Oh.
I know. Can we all stop and swoon for a little bit?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
so
it
sweet.
will. That's very cute.
I know.
That's very sweet.
I have also done a blog post, which I have not yet, but I will possibly, or I'll have to edit this out, about the charm bracelet. Basically just sums up everything that we talked about here about our theories. I added some of the pictures in if you want to see them, like the Crocodile Rock or any of the links to the charms. If you want to revisit these theories, we're going to post this up as like a blog summary. So that'll be on our website as well.
Ooh.
And yeah.
Okay, dokie.
That was a marathon.
Yeah. Anything else? I think there's one other tiny book 9 news, which
One
feels really
tiny.
weird to like add on here at the end.
Yeah, at the end. Exactly. Yeah. So not that long ago, Joe posted a picture of her sitting at a table, hard at work on her laptop, and we learned that she was editing chapter 38 of book 9.
Excited.
Yep.
I think she was on her yacht, which
I think so too.
well deserved.
I don't
Very
know why
well
I think so.
deserved.
It just looks like the inside of a yacht.
Looks
I
like
don't know.
a yacht.
I don't know what they look like.
They have anchors.
But
Exciting
anyway,
to see her hard at work and her dogs were under the table at her feet.
That was
Mhm.
very cute.
It was. Yeah. I think this is one of those instances of her editing as she's writing. I don't think that she's like done.
Yeah.
Back.
What else do we have?
All right. That's it for the book 9 news. But
Ooh.
now we have Running Grave TV news.
Okay. Woo,
And
woo.
we've got actually a pretty decent amount of it.
Casting stuff.
Yes, we got casting stuff. There's been some filming going on. So the first thing is the casting for Dayu.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
Clementine Free.
She is so cute though.
That one's going to hurt. That
She's
one's going to
so
hurt a lot.
cute.
It's
Yeah.
also her first professional role. So
Oh, that's
what a
yeah.
great hit right out of the gate.
I
Mhm.
noticed that there was another person who this was their first TV role as well. They had done some stage. I
mhm.
think it might be Emily.
Okay, the next one, we don't know what character they're playing because it's not on their resume yet, but
Mhm.
Rosanna Deuce. My first thought was that this could maybe be Lynn. Her acting
Okay.
profile says something about how she can play roles that are between like 16 and something else. So I'm guessing that's probably Lynn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next one is Kathy Soul as Emily Pirbright.
Emily's the one I like, right? Yes, not Becca.
No word on casting for
Emily's the one
Becca
we
yet.
hope made bank.
Team Emily,
Writing
yeah.
a tell-all.
Yeah.
Exactly. She really seems perfect. And she's already got her hair buzzed off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we have a few more. We have Oliver Hembra as Nathan Woods. So that's Cherie's husband. Going to be real sad.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
Okay, the next one is Helen Shears as Louise Pirbright.
You know, Louise is a character that has always just pulled at my heartstrings. I always feel really, really bad for her.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough one.
Okay, and then the next little bits here is they were doing some filming in Norfolk around Cromer Pier and in Norwich around the Forum and Norwich Market.
Oh, yeah, I saw the video of Robin as Rowena walking through. That's the part where she's looking for Emily. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Also, with the filming at Cromer Pier, we got a little bit of other casting news, and it is that Tiggy Bailey is going to be playing, presumably, a young Cherie.
Yeah, the flashback of them in the ocean.
Oh.
It looks so cold.
It does. I feel so bad for her. I'm like, girl, get you back in that coat.
Oh, can you imagine having to get into the North Sea in December?
Absolutely no.
Oh,
I do not do polar plunges.
One last thing, and this hasn't been confirmed by the BBC officially, but the adaptation should be out by the end of this year.
Yes, they said December, I think.
It's very exciting. Can't wait. What's next time, Kens?
Next time, we're covering chapters 18 through 21. In these chapters, we see Strike and Robin interview Daz and Mandy, them texting back and forth about the case, reviewing Ramsey Silver camera footage, and Strike meeting with Shanker. That'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoy what you've heard, don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr at the SE Files Pod. You can also contact us on our website at thesefilespod.com or email us directly at sefilespodcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much again for listening, and we hope to catch you next time for another episode of the Strike and Ellicott Files.